ธอเห็นไหมว่ามันช่างสุดใจไม่ต้องมีใครที่มาบังคับแค่อิสระขับรถก็ไปชีวิตก็เหมือนกับรถคันใหม่แค่มีเส้นชัยก็ไปด้วยกัน
Hello and welcome back to Fishing with Kirk. So you join us today for a really special episode. So we are in the beautiful country of Thailand for our very first international episode of the channel. So I'm super excited to be back in Thailand, a place where I came fishing on my honeymoon actually in 2012. So we're in Krabi, which is the southwest region of Thailand, and tomorrow we've got a day ticket session to go to a venue called Gillhams. So in my humble opinion, Gillhams is the best venue in the whole of Thailand. It gives everyday anglers the chance to catch a fish of a lifetime. There's over 56 species in the lakes, and the biggest fish actually grow up to 560 pounds. Like I said, this has been my second visit to Gillhams, having fished here in 2012 and been lucky enough to put some incredible fish on the bank during my time then. So I put 110 pound chow prior catfish. I put a picture of that bad boy there. That was an absolutely mega fish, and at the time the world record was around 120 pounds. So I wasn't particularly far off a world record, and it was actually the first fish I caught during the trip. So the guides and lots of the Thai people were getting very excited that I'd caught this fish, and I thought, this is brilliant, this is how they must react to every fish. But no, they'd actually done that because I was fairly close to the world record, and they believed that they had a world record fish in the venue at that time. So incredible start to an incredible trip. The following morning, was up nice and early, and I managed to catch two of the amazing Siamese carp in a space of 30 minutes. I caught a 65 pounder, which again I'll put the picture of that one up, and the very next cast I caught a 55. So absolutely insane sort of 20 minutes of angling, and also was fortunate enough to catch red-tailed catfish, alligator gar. On the third day at the venue, I managed to hook and lose three of the Arapaimas on the very last day in the last half hour. So the fish just came right in the edge. So I was hooking fish that were probably 200 to 400 pounds, a couple of rod lengths out down the margin, and 6 pound test curve rod was just bent in half like it was a match rod. So incredible fish, but sadly 3-0 to the Arapaima. So I'd absolutely love to get one of those guys on the bank tomorrow because I'm in awe of them as a fish. They're absolutely phenomenal. And there's 6 different species of fish that top the magical 100 pound barrier. So you can absolutely see why this is an incredible venue that's sought after by lots of different anglers. So I thought before I get on the bank, I'd give you guys just a few tips. They're probably good tips for Thailand in general, but they're certainly useful for fishing at Gillhams based on my previous experience and also my experience now of being in Thailand. So the first thing is, it's now late March and it's super hot. So we're probably talking 36 degrees and it's really, really humid. So if you're out of the aircon, if you're anything like me, you'll be sweating buckets. So I recommend having plenty of water around you to drink. That's obviously nice and cold and condensed, but I'm probably drinking 4 or 5 litres a day just to keep hydrated. Linked to that, I think sunglasses and a hat are again an absolute must, just to sort of protect your eyes and protect your head. If you're anything like me and you're a bit thin up top, then a hat's an absolute must. Suntan cream, really, really important. So this is actually factor 50. This is some of the kids stuff. This is 50 plus SPF, but I lather myself in that every day, and touch wood, I only managed to get a little bit of sunburn on one of the first or second days, but this has kept me in good order. Bug spray. So again, really important. Not so bad at this time of year, but other times of year in Thailand, the bugs and the mosquitoes can be horrific. We've all been bitten a few times, but this is a local one, as you can see, 75 baht, so that's probably £1.50. So I definitely recommend getting some of the local stuff because it seems to be very effective compared to the UK stuff. So my last tip would be that cash is king. I brought one of those prepaid bank cards where you can pay like at home just using a card. no fee, good exchange rate, etc. But very few places actually take cards, especially when you get out of the main towns and villages. So just make sure you've got enough cash, currency. There are loads of places to change it out here, so you can go to either a bank machine or to a cashier, but make sure you've just got pound notes rather than cards is another good tip for you. Okay, and the lesson that I learned the last time I was here was to bring a little bit of terminal tackle out with you. I think by the time you've paid to travel out here, you've paid for the day at Gillhams and all the bait, etc. I think spending a few more quid making sure that you've got good terminal tackle is sensible. Brought a few of my own pieces of tackle, but I also bought the OMC Gillhams bundle. So it seems fairly expensive. It's about 50 quid, but you do get all the sort of terminal tackle items that you need. So solid PVA bags. You know, lots of people rave about PVA bags at Gillhams, so that's definitely a method that I'll be using tomorrow. So you get a bag of 25 large PVA bags. You get some hooks, so some size 4 and size 2 Cassian hooks. So these are the super strong carp hooks, which will no doubt be strong enough to land most of the fish we encounter tomorrow. Also got some 50-pound ammo hook length. So to go with those hooks, tie up your own rigs. This stuff is really strong, obviously 50 pound, but it's very abrasion resistant. So the catfish have got pads in their mouths which would just rip through normal mono or less strong hook length, so really important there. Some tweakers, which are effectively boilie stops. Some dazzlers, which are an aligner, so these are bloodworm red, so these just give you the kink in your rig. What else have we got? We've got some blend, I like this one, Big Beast fused Kevlar leader. So this allows you to fish an inline lead and a leader with a short hook length in a PVA bag style. So a couple of those came in the pack as well, which are Kevlar, so again, you're not going to have any problems with abrasion or getting bitten off with that particular leader. And then I just brought a few other bits and pieces really. I brought a baiting needle, a puller, some PVA tape to go with the PVA bag, just so we can have a nice PVA bag presentation. Some putty, just trying to keep everything pinned to the lake bed. I think when the fish are this size and they've seen it all before, keeping everything pinned to the bottom is absolutely crucial. And then just a few other bits and bats in there, a few swivels and rig sleeves, etc. So just a handful of bits that just literally fit into a box like that. But when I was here last time, I did lose 3 Arapaimas and I lost all 3 of those to a snapped hook. So the gear you get at Gillhams is good and it's serviceable, but obviously that's left some doubt in my mind, and I think for an extra few quid, you're coming all this way, spend the money to make sure you've got the sharpest hooks and the best rigs. Right, that's it in terms of my intro. So I'm going to go have a swim, I'm going to have a beer, and then we're going to go out for some food, and we're going to have an early night because we're getting picked up at 7:15 in the morning by the Gillhams guys. So I want to be all fit and ready for some action tomorrow, and fingers crossed we put a whacker or 2 on the bank. See you tomorrow. Right, good morning, it's Friday. We're here at Gillhams. We just arrived at Sala 4, which is actually pretty close to where I fished last time. So apparently there's some Arapaima being caught to the right hand margin, which could be interesting later on. Talk about this for service. Got here and the rods are already tied up with PVA bags on there. So I'm just waiting to meet my guide, who's going to come and tell us where the spots are. So fingers crossed.
GPS ใหม่หนทางชีวิตไม่ได้ต่างจากนี้เลี้ยวถูกเลี้ยวผิดมันก็เป็นแบบนี้แค่กลับมาเริ่มต้นใหม่แล้วไปด้วยกัน